I'm Lorna Holland from VAFELTRE Tours. Thank you so much for watching our channel. We've been getting a lot of questions lately about the situation with the lockdown in Italy. We live here in Trentino. We're up in the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. However, our zone right now, like so many other zones in Italy, are red. We're in a red lockdown, which means that everything you see there, we're actually not allowed to go to. We are only allowed to stay in our little comune, in our little part of our town. We can go to the grocery store, we can still go to the bank, the post office, some of those things are open. For the bars, the restaurants, that type of thing, they are only open for takeaway. So you can go up to the door, give them your order and leave, or of course you can call ahead, give them your order, take it and go. You're not allowed to go right across the street and enjoy your coffee in the piazza. You're not allowed to have your pizza in the park nearby. You have to take it and you have to leave the area. So the situation right now is very stressful. There are some neighbors watching in on other neighbors to make sure that they're following the rules, and then you go other places and there are people who act like there are no rules at all. Some of Italy is still in an orange zone. The orange zone people still are able to go to their restaurants and bars, and their school is in session. Our school stopped being in session the moment that Trentino went red. So we now have our daughter at home online doing her what they call a distance school. So she's distance learning here at home. And I think the schools are trying to make a good effort of it, but of course it's not the same as in-person learning. We are allowed to take a walk every day. You're allowed to leave your house for exercise on foot. So you can't, for instance, we can't drive to a place to go hiking, but we are allowed to go on foot or on a bicycle or running, which is still obviously on foot. You're allowed to leave for 1 hour a day. So I could take a 30-minute walk, set the timer, turn around after 30 minutes and come back home. You can go out on your bike, do the same thing. Playgrounds are closed, so we can walk down to our little village, pass by the playground, and our daughter's not allowed to play on the playground, even if it's empty, but we can go to the piazza next door. You may have seen us playing soccer with our daughter. We can play soccer in the piazza because the piazza is owned by the church and it's outside of the federal regulation. So again, there's all these weird little loopholes that are really making things confusing for people. A couple of other things. You've seen cars passing by while I'm talking. You are allowed to go to appointments. Our daughter has a medical appointment in the town over there today, so we have to make an auto certification, and it basically says our name, where we're going, the time that we left our house, and that we swear that we're only going to this place and then we come back home. So if it's a medical appointment, that's allowed. You're allowed to still go to the grocery store. We can't walk to our grocery store, we're allowed to take the car. They have actually put, for those of us who are in small towns, they have actually put something into the law that allows you to go to the next town over. So for us, Lidl and Aldi and the low-cost store that sort of, it's like our Walmart, we are allowed to go to the next town over to actually go to those shops. It's part of the law because those items are not able to be bought in our town. Now, at the same time, there's another Lidl about 15 kilometers away from our house. If we went to that one, they would say, no, you don't need to go because you have one 5 kilometers from your house over here. So there's a limit to pushing the law. So one of the biggest things that happened here, and it's since before Christmas, is that you are not allowed to cross provinces here in Italy. So for example, we can't go from here in Trentino to visit family in Veneto. People from the north can't go to the south. There is an exception for some families, some of the provinces, if you have a second home in that province. So for example, if someone in Milan had a house here in the mountains, they're allowed to come and visit, but it's per province. So our province, Trentino, is allowing it in, but the autonomous province of Bolzano, which is right next door, is not letting people get to their second home. So you have to be very clear. We have links down below. Be very clear and read the law before you try to go to your second home. Dante actually has to go renew his passport, we're going to have to drive to Milan and go to the American embassy. We're going to do a little film about that to let you know how to get your passport. If you're in Europe and you lose your passport, it would be the same kind of process. We are going to have the auto certification to get us to the hotel, to get us to the embassy, and to carry it with us all times because we're actually crossing into another province. That's going to be just after Easter. So everything that we have right now, the rules that are in place, are supposed to be through April 6th. Stay tuned with us. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen after April 6th. If you saw the video that I did talking about the rules and regulations before, we talked about the RT numbers, which is the rate of transmission. The goal, the government goal, is to have the rate of transmission down to under 1%. Under 1% means that a province can go, or region can go back to yellow, which gives a little bit more freedom of movement within the province. Orange is a rate of 1% to 1.25%. That's when you have more restrictions in place, but the schools are still open. And then the red zone is anybody that's over 1.25%. So of course, everybody's goal is to get back to yellow and eventually get to white, which is when we have no restrictions at all. So this is the way that Italy is living today. Right now it is March 22nd, 2021. The regulations are being updated every Friday, although if that RT number goes above 1.25 in the orange regions, they automatically will go red, even if it's during the week. But for the most part, we get new updates every Friday. We're trying to give updates to you between Friday and Monday of every week. So please subscribe below so that you get those notifications that we sent a new video. And we also encourage you to put your comments down below. And if you're living here in Italy, please tell us where you are so that other readers can also see what's going on in other parts of Italy. We're here in the country, and we know that some of you in the cities are having much different experiences than we are, and we're really interested in hearing from you as well. Thanks for watching.